Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about Vertipaq Columnar data structure in Power BI. Columnar data structure stores data as individual column rather than row of full tables. Vertipaq uses columnar data structure. Columnar data structure quickly and efficiently evaluates DAX query. So Vertipaq uses a columnar data structure which stores data as individual columns rather than rows of a full table to quickly and efficiently execute DAX query. Columnar data structure is a great, especially if you want to evaluate DAX query. It also performs great for the evaluation of queries when evaluates on large volume of data. That is the reason why the Power BI evaluates to quick result even there are millions of rows. It is really powerful storage methodology. So what does it mean? Why Power BI will going to evaluate the DAX query very fast even though the size of the data is very huge. Let's understand that. So suppose there is a sales table and that the sales table has a millions of records which is present in the different columns. Suppose we want to calculate the total sales. The sales data is present is in one of the column. So how Power BI will going to evaluate the total sales? The Vertipaq engine will Vertipaq columnar data structure. What it will going to do? It will going to store the data based on the column. So each column is stored separately. So once we are going to calculate the total sales, the Vertipaq engine will going to take the total the sales column only. Rest of the column will be untouched. So the amount of the data which is present in the sales column is very less as compared to the whole data. So and once the DAX query will going to operate on that particular column, which is a very the size of that column is very small as compared to the whole table, the processing of the DAX query will become very fast. So let's understand how Vertipaq columnar data structure stored the data behind the scene. So suppose this is the table. Okay, it has 4 columns. In Power BI, the table will not going to store as it is. What it will going to do? It will store the data based on the column. This is the one column. This is stored separately. The age column will is going to store separately, and the gender column will going to store separately, and the salary will going to store separately. And once we are going to do any kind of a calculation based on the column, so suppose we want to do certain kind of a calculation or certain or we are going to write certain kind of a query based on the name, so only name column will going to be evaluated or by the formula engine based on the DAX query. Rest of these columns will be untouched. So this the data which is present in the name column will be less as compared to the whole table. That's why whenever the DAX query will going to process in Power BI, it will become very fast. So what if you want to calculate the total price of the DAX query, or what we want to do, what is the total salary which a company is going to give to each and every employee which is working in the company. To calculate the total salary, as I discussed in name, only salary column will going to be the part. if you want to calculate the maximum salary which is present in for the male, so what it will going to happen, the two column will going to be used. So the DAX query, which when it will going to execute by formula engine, this gender column and salary column, both column will going to participate. Rest of name and age column will not going to participate. So suppose there is another DAX query which we are going to write a DAX query that what is the maximum salary of a male, which salary is 40. So these three columns will be going to participate in the DAX query. So whatever the column which is required to calculate certain amount of a request in the form of a DAX query, only those columns is going to be participate to calculate or to execute the query plan which we have written in the form of a DAX query. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.